Good morning. Merry Christmas. We're getting close. I'm starting to catch back up on my videos. And I've had a few people ask about the Kubota, how it's doing. I'll just do a little walk around and share with you kind of things I've liked about it and things I didn't like necessarily. These industrial tires are the way to go. I do a lot of, pushing over trees, lifting air conditioner units, lifting other things too. I do a little bit of road grading. This is my grader attachment. I do a good bit of bush hogging. And then I have my loader bucket over there. So that kind of gives you an idea of, what I use it for. And I have lots and lots of trails that need to be bush hogged on a regular basis in some little areas where the power lines are on the highway. And so you got to have something to keep it maintained. This is a four-wheel drive Kubota L4701. That's it right there. So, oh buddy, he wants to play. I'm gonna have to kick the ball for him. You ready? Oh, he loves it. Loves it. That's my dog I found on the interstate. He was 10 weeks old and he was under the guardrail, cowering down, and jumped up into my arms and gave me a big old hug when I pulled over and got out of my van. Anyway, so we have had the maintenance done by our local Kubota dealer where we bought it. And maintenance is fairly, pretty reasonable, I guess. We spent a couple $100 on it twice. We've had it since December, I think it was, right before Christmas, maybe December 22nd of 2016. It is a 2016 model. Back to the industrial tires. The reason I like them so much, they're lasting, of course. If I have to get on the road to get to the other side of our property, if I had to get on paved road or something, those are a lot better than like a farm tire. I'm not sure what they're called, but I guess some type of farming tire. But this is an industrial tire. They're half full of radiator fluid or more. I'm not sure. They did it when we bought it. We had one tire leaking, and I was able to plug it myself with a plug kit, a nice plug kit, and that fixed it. And that's all. And we have a lot of different types of small trees here with spikes on them, and a few with really big spikes on them that I don't think I've ran over any of those. But I try to be somewhat careful, but sometimes I'll be bush hogging an area or clearing an area a little bit, and I'll find one of those trees laying down, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm sure those are in the tires, but haven't caused any problems yet. So I'm liking that. With this Land Pride, I'll get you the model and serial number there. This quick attachment, that has been a lifesaver. When we were attaching the 3-point, it was so difficult to line everything up, and it would take me 30 minutes, and now it takes me about maybe 3 to 5 minutes to get everything on there right. And I've got it in a position that it works for all of them. We did have a lot of issues with these right here. On every single piece we got, they would come out, they would round out. We ended up having to put some of our own in there. We got a Tractor Supply. I've got, let's see, I got a grease gun I want to show you guys. Let's see what else. I love this. I don't know if they call it a skid loader attachment or something like that, but I'm able to just pull up and connect and put those arms down, and I'm good to go. Same thing with releasing it. The hood on it has a difficult time. It actually pops up sometimes. The latch doesn't work out too good. So I do have some issues with that, but that could have been related to the tree that came off of these forks. It had like a 40-foot long pine, and I was holding it in the air and going down my driveway. I did a video about it. I was going down my driveway and it wasn't wide enough for the tree, and it grabbed an oak tree on either side as my big old 40-foot pine was right here, and the pine was probably about 5 or 6 inches in diameter, and ended up landing right here and then pushing the steering column down on my knees. And I mean, it was like, it was crazy. It happened so fast. It came from there to there faster than I could blink my eyes. And I tell you, it was the Lord that kept me safe on that one, because my stupidity could have really got me in trouble. So let's see. The paint is fading a little bit, but on the loader it's fading a lot more. They don't use the same quality in their paint for that part. They probably have it manufactured or painted at a different location. You know, this, I would say it's because this is probably plastic, but this is metal, you know, and I know this is steel here, and this is metal here as well. But, you know, a lot of this orange stuff fades. I do have a spot over there in my junky little carport to keep it, and we do most of the time, but there was, you know, a good year and a half this building wasn't there. So anyway, that's just a little bit about it. I was going around a power pole, and it had one of them grounding cables or maybe support cables going off at an angle, and I smashed it right there. I was so concerned about not hitting the power pole, I forgot about that cable, and the cable was, you know, probably about way over here, but it went up at an angle and it caught that. I love this top here. It's a really big one, and it has kept the sun off of me and some of the rain off of me when I needed to use it. So it's been fun. But anyway, wanted to kind of give you guys an update. Hopefully that tells you a little bit about my L4701 2016 Kubota. It's been very reliable. Hasn't had any issues with starting or running or anything like that. Running great. I want to show you a tool that I use to grease everything. Okay, here's the tool. It is my new favorite tool. It makes greasing not so greasy. And anybody that uses one of the hand greasers, man, them things, they get it all over you. You have to have 3 hands. It's the problem. With this, you just have to have 2 hands. One to hold it on the little grease fitting, and one to hold the Milwaukee and pull the trigger on it. And it goes up to 10,000 PSI. So it's awesome. And then it kind of, you can set it on different units. Like this right here, it'll go zzz, 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 you know, do it 4 times. And if you just wanted to put a little bit in there, it just goes zip, you know, goes in there and stops. So if you're holding the trigger, it's not going to put too much in there. I'll do a little demonstration here. Let's see.